All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sports Dom coming back with another video. And this is my Buffalo Sabres at Montreal Canadiens preview. So the Buffalo Sabres come in at 24, 27, and 4. The Montreal Canadiens come in at 22, 25, and 8. We need to make them either 22, 26, and 8 or 22, 25, and 9. But we need 2 points as our playoff hopes are dwindling. We're not out of it yet. But we need to start winning games. We're coming off of a 4-3 loss to the Anaheim Ducks on Monday, which they swept us. And then on Friday, we're at Columbus, another one of the worst teams in the NHL, in the Columbus Blue Jackets. But tonight, we got to beat the Montreal Canadiens. And with the trade deadline approaching on March 8th, hopefully the Buffalo Sabres bring in quite a few pieces. But the lines, it looks like Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen is going to be in goal for the Buffalo Sabres. The forwards, on the first line, it'll be Tage Thompson centering Jeff Skinner and Alex Tuch. On the second line, it'll be Casey Middlestat centering Dylan Cousins and Jordan Greenway. On the third line, it'll be Peyton Krebs centering Zach Benson and J.J. Peterka. And on the fourth line, it'll be Zemgus Girgensons centering Eric Robinson and Kyle Okposo. Defense, the first pairing is Rasmus Dahlin and Henry Jokiharju. The second line, Jacob Bryson and Connor Clifton. And on the third line, it's Cale Clegg and Eric Johnson. In goal for the Buffalo Sabres, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, and his backup is Eric Comrie. So, Cal Clegg will make his season debut as he is in the lineup in place of Ryan Johnson. So, it should be a fun game, and hopefully we get some pieces at the deadline. Hopefully first we start winning some games before the deadline and then bring in some pieces that could help us make a late push, even though we're not going to make it, I don't think, because we got teams like Carolina, Florida still coming up, Tampa Bay, stuff like that. It's going to be a tough road, but we have beaten the likes of like Vegas and Boston and stuff like that. So we can beat teams like Carolina and Boston. They just haven't yet. Or Carolina and Florida. They just haven't yet. And then to begin March, we got Vegas, Winnipeg, Toronto, which I'm not worried about them, Nashville, and then the deadline on Friday, March 8th. And then we play Edmonton, Detroit, and the Islanders after that. And then we go on a 5-game road trip, which begins in Detroit. And then we go to Seattle, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary. And then we're home for 5. And then we're home for 5, which begins against Ottawa. So, there are some winnable games on this schedule. We are not out of it yet. We have not been eliminated from the playoffs mathematically yet, or anyway yet. We are still in it. No way to win the division, but we can make the playoffs still. We just got to go on a big run. But we'll see what happens in the games leading up to the deadline. We still got Vegas coming up, I want to sweep them, I really want to fucking sweep that fucking asshole Jack Eichel. So I really want to sweep them. I want to get a win over Carolina. I really want to beat Florida. Tampa, I'm not worried about them. They're not, the team they used to be. They're a good team, but they're not the team they used to be. I'm not worried about Vegas. We already beat them. Winnipeg, that's a team that can get scary. They're 34, 15, and 5. They're one of the top teams in the West. Uh, I think they're going to be in the playoffs. So that should be fun seeing them in there too. And then we got Toronto, Nashville. Um, Toronto, we've beaten a couple times this year. Edmonton, we got Detroit. Detroit kind of scares me too. I mean, we've beaten them, but we've also lost to them. The Islanders, we've lost to. Um, and then Detroit again. Seattle, we can't seem to fucking beat Seattle, but hopefully we will. But players I'll be watching tonight: Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, Alex Tuck, JJ Paterka, Peyton Krebs, and Rasmus Dahlin. So, guys, comment in the comment section below on what you think. And as always, if you like my videos, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss a video. This is Sports Dom. Peace. Go Sabres. Let's beat the Montreal Canadiens. And let's get ready to go to Columbus on Friday to take on the Columbus BJs. Go Sabres.